Hello Year 1 and welcome to your maths learning for today. It is the Wednesday the 24th of February 2021. I hope you've enjoyed your learning so far this week on measuring and length, and I hope you enjoy today's learning. So your retrieval is recapping previous learnt knowledge, understanding, so can you look at your number 1s to 10? And then can you move on and look at your number 1s to 20? Now you can do this in any way you like. You can write the number sentences and find all the possibilities. You might want to have somebody to call out a number and then you tell them the matching pair or write it down. However you would like to do it, it's down to you to show me your knowledge and understanding around number 1s to 10, and if you want to challenge yourself to 20. Then you can move on to your calendar. You know how it works now, and then your days, and then your months. So days of the week, months of the year. And remember, with your months, we've added a new question in there. What is the season? Okay, looking at seasons. So recapping on previous week's learning, so we don't forget about it, is what do you know about length? What is length, and what does it mean? Okay, so think about those questions. You can share that by verbal, speaking, talking about it, or you can write it down. So what do we mean when we order the length of something? How do we order the length of something? And there's a definition here what length is. So to remind you, so how long an object is, it is the measurement or extent of something from end to end. So moving on to the new learning, so still keeping with measuring and with measuring, but we're looking at height. So we are learning to order height. So how can we be successful with this? So we need to know, again, recap what ordering means, and most important, we need to know what height is, what it means, and how to do that. So what do you know about height already? What is height and what does height mean? Or the height of something mean? What do we mean when we order the height of something, and how do we order the height of something? So similar, but remember we're not looking at length this time, we're looking at height. So how is that different? So pause if you need to have a think, research, have a talk, whatever's best for you, and then I'll reveal on the next slide what height is. So height is the measurement of someone or something from head to foot, from base to top, or bottom to top, standing upright. So instead of looking at end to end, you're looking at bottom to top. Okay, so it's not going length long ways, it's going from bottom to top. Okay, so as you can see, these lines are not going across, they're going from top to bottom. So can you put these into height order? Pause here. You can draw those out, print it off, cut them up, and then order them around, draw them out, however you would like to do this, or number them from shortest to tallest, or tallest to shortest, whatever you would like. Okay, and then I will show you how it should be. So if we're going to do shortest to longest, just double save that just in case, we would start with the shortest one first. Okay, and then that one, and then this is the longest. Okay, so I've put them in height order. You can do it the other way around. You can have it at the tallest first and order them that way. But again, just like we do with length, they have to be ordered from the same place, okay, because it's easier to see. If I start moving them around and doing this, okay, it's a lot harder to see, especially if they're a very similar length. So if they're really close in length or height, okay, then it's harder to see. So in this case, when we're looking at the height, if they're a similar height, so if I did all three of them a similar height, it'd be really tricky to tell out of these two there which is the tallest, because they're very similar but they're not from the same point. Okay, so that's really important. Then move on to the next slide. Can you put these into height order? So there's a few more lines there, so we've got a few extra. Okay, and again, using the same method, make sure it's from the same point. And remember, we're measuring from bottom to top, so they go that way, okay? So can you put those in order? Pause here for that, and then hopefully have a look. We will shuffle the lines around, and this is how they should look. It's almost like stairs or steps, okay? And if we were going to go the other way, tallest to shortest. Remember, the language is really important. When we were looking and learning about length, it was long and short. When it's height, we still use the word short, but it's tall and short. Okay. Then you've got some images here which you can support you. So can you put these into height order? So not just using lines, but actual real life objects or things. So here we've got some buildings, some towers. So again, you can number them in order, or you can cut them up and order them. And then can you put these into height order? So there's some objects there, a water bottle, there's a glass, some wardrobes and a lamp. So can you order those again, cut them up, order them, or number them? Absolutely fine, however you want to do that. And then there's another activity here. So you can do that if you would like to. Remember, you can choose what you would like to do out of these, or have a go at one of each, whatever's best for you. So cutting 3 strips of paper out again, like we did previously, with length, but this time make sure that you're careful that we're not looking at them or ordering them from end to end, side to side, okay, from either end, but remember we're doing it this way, okay? So there should be different heights, so make sure they are different heights that you cut them into, and then can you explore them, move them around, order them, think about putting them central and then moving them around, so when they go central then maybe making sure then they're from the same point. Okay, think about that, because then there's some questions to help you. So are the strips of paper central? So if you order them swap from the middle of your, in the middle, like I showed you, or have you ordered them so they're from the same point? Okay. Have you measured them from the same point? Have you ordered them from the tallest to the shortest? Or have you ordered them from shortest to tallest? And why is it better to order them from that same point? Which I've spoken about previously, so if you need to go back and have a little look at that, then please do. But why is it better to order them from the same point? Why is it easier? As always, there's some challenges for you to complete. So here, there's some lines there, but it's asking you now, can you draw a shorter line? And can you draw a taller line? So adding in your own lines to those. And then again, similar to last time, but can you find 3 objects and put them in height order? Okay, so be careful which way you lay those objects. We don't want them in length, we want them in height. So can you find 3 objects and put them in height order? Can you compare the height of the objects using the correct language? So for example, you might use the language such as the ruler is taller than the pencil. The pencil is shorter than the ruler. Okay, that comparing language and using the correct terms, shorter and taller, is really important. Then there's a fly high challenge here. So it says complete the sentences based on the picture below using the flashcards. So using these words here in your word bank. Can you fill in the blanks? So the black tower is tall. It is something than the red tower. The blue tower is something. It is shorter than the red tower. The black tower is the blue tower is the blank. Okay, so that's there for you to have a try out. That's a fluency question for you to fill in the blanks for. Okay, so there's 3 different questions there for you to try if you want to challenge yourself and challenge your thinking. And then there's a plenary. That's just a recap of the lesson, rounding everything together and you sharing what you have learned. Okay, so what you have learned, can you share what you have learned about height, how you have ordered your objects, how do you know that that's in the correct order or that's the right order, and then can you explain your thinking? That's the most important thing, is that you explain the reasons for your answers and that you can tell me what you have done. Okay, and then as always, as we all love to see your work, please share it with us, all your learning with us on the parent support. So take some photos of you ordering or some videos of you ordering objects, ordering the height of objects. Anything like that would be lovely to see. Okay, so good luck and we look forward to seeing it, and I'll see you again tomorrow.